Alright, he's Mega here, and here's an update on the B40 fault on the Empulse TT. Still a problem, okay, so bike still doesn't run. I did take the, I took the USB stick out. Okay, there's a USB. Okay, so on this USB connector here, there's a SanDisk USB thumb drive right here. Okay, it's actually on to right now too, and yeah, so I took that out, I put it in my computer, and I downloaded all the files. It's literally, it saves all the data, like there's data logging files from when I owned the bike. Pretty much it's got like years and years worth of data on it. All right, anyway, yeah, the bike still doesn't work. It's still B40 fault. So what I'm going to try now is I'm going to try to disconnect the battery, okay? And then I'll leave it like that overnight, and hopefully we can get it restarted or something. Okay, so in here is a main battery disconnect right here, okay? And whenever you do any kind of work on the high voltage system, you got to disconnect that. So I'm going to disconnect that, leave it like that overnight, and then we'll fire it up tomorrow in the morning and see what happens, okay? Oh yeah, so speaking of the log file, so yeah, I did download the log files, and I tried to open it with the Victory software. I actually downloaded the Victory software from somewhere, don't ask where, and it didn't even work on my computer, so I can't even read the log files, so unfortunately. So yeah, so that was kind of a dead end right there. So what I'm going to try now is to try to just restart the bike, I guess. I do know I recently rented a Energica 107, and it crashed on me when I was trying to charge it at Electrify America station, and I had to restart the bike to get it working, like a kind of like a soft reset or something, or a hard restart. I don't know if you can do anything like that on this bike, so, but well, I will try just disconnecting the power. It's like pulling the computer out from the computer socket, basically. The power socket. Okay? Alright. So, good luck. Okay, so I've taken the belly pan off. It's right over there. And then this little black cover in the front, it's got to come off. So I think this is the battery disconnect right here. Alright, so I guess you just press on this blue button here and then pull it out. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I wonder if I should take this out though. Yeah, I think I could do it from here. Alright. Okay, well there it is. I unplugged it. It was actually really easy to unplug, okay? So we'll just leave. Let's try to turn the bike on. Let's see if there really is no power. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. Bike is dead now. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that. Tell you what, I'll leave it like that for like 10-15 minutes. I'll come back and then we'll try it again, and then I'll leave it unplugged overnight. Okay, so that'll be the first step here. Yeah, as long if we can at least get the bike running again, I don't care. I just want the bike to run again, man. All right, here's Big out. All right, hey, here's Big here. So also one thing I want to say, like the Empulse is hiding back there. Oh, okay. So while we're waiting for the Empulse to go to sleep, I guess, or we're waiting to restart after I unplugged it. So I went to like 2 places today. I'm gonna tell you what's going on here. I'm gonna move this camera up a little bit. Okay, so what's going on here is so I emailed Victory. Okay, I emailed Victory. No, I didn't. I emailed Polaris. Okay, I emailed Polaris. Okay, and I told them what's the deal, what's going on, and I need to look for a place to service my Empulse, and they referred me to like a Victory website that looks for like Victory dealers and stuff. Okay, so and then I know I took my bike to Spirit, and they said they can't help me. They don't have any of the laptop or the software. They don't have anything to diagnose it with. And then I talked to, and I had something to do in Tracy today, and there's Tracy Motorsports. They sold Victory motorcycles, I guess. Well, they had like Polarises and stuff. And it was the same. And so here's my story. I walk into the service department, and I tell them, I ask them, do you guys work on Victory motorcycles? And they say, yes we do. And then I ask them, do you work on Victory Empulse TTs? And they're like, hold on, wait a minute, let me go ask. Then she like goes somewhere and she asks, and she comes back and she says, no, we don't. We never even sold those. So I was like, yeah, okay. That's what I was expecting. So that one was down. I was just in the area too. Like I probably should have just called them, but and then I stopped by Arlen Ness in Dublin. Okay, and there's a company. There's a shop called Pro Cycles. It's like in the second floor of the Arlen Ness building, and they work on Victory motorcycles. Okay, and I asked them, hey, do you guys work, same story, hey, do you guys work on Victory motorcycles? Do you guys work on Empulse TTs? They say yes, and then when I say Empulse TT, they say no. Okay, so that's how it goes, man. So I haven't been able to find anybody that will work on this bike, but the good thing is, like, Pro Cycle did work on them. And so they were telling me, yeah, you know, whenever we needed to work on the Empulse, we had to contact Bramo. Like when they first got the bike, they had to contact Bramo to work on it and stuff. And then once Bramo went away, then poof, that was it, you know. And well, at some point, you know, the support changed from Bramo to Victory, and then Victory's not around anymore. So it's just like, yeah, what the hell, dude. So that's been the ordeal right here. So I really want to find a place that, like, I can get some warranty work done on the battery before the warranty's up, you know, and then I'm kind of like on my own after that. So I'm pretty sure that these B9 and the B40 fault, these are all battery faults. If it says B, it has something to do with the battery. That's what I'm pretty sure. Okay, and yeah, so I'm just kind of disappointed. Like, it failed like so soon, you know, like only 8,000 miles. So the battery's warranted for 100,000 miles and 5 years. It's like, good luck getting 100,000 miles in 5 years on a bike that, like, you can really only ride it like 60 miles a charge, you know. Good luck with that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm still looking for a place to get this bike serviced. I think even if I do get the bike running again, I'm still gonna look for a place to get the battery serviced. Okay, yeah, and it doesn't look good, man. Like, by law, Polaris is supposed to, well, yeah, by law, Polaris is supposed to provide 10 years of service and parts for the Empulse TT. Okay, so it's like they just kind of kicked it to the curb, sort of. It's kind of sad. So, such a great bike, you know, but it's kind of sad what's happened to it, you know. But I'm trying to keep this one on the road, so hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we can do it. All right. Anyway, I will. So that's my kind of story for today. I'm working on it, and so we just disconnected the. We disconnected the battery pack from the bike, and it has like no power right now, and I'm gonna let it sit for like 5 more minutes, and then we'll fire it up. We'll plug it back together, and then we'll fire it up, and we'll see if it's still got that error code on it. And then if not, I will unplug it for a whole night, and then we'll plug it in again, and then we'll check again. So that's my plan, okay? And then the last thing to do is disconnect the VCU. I think the VCU is like the BMS system, or it talks to the BMS. Somebody told me, like, try disconnecting that. I'm like, oh, I don't know, we'll see. I really feel like I shouldn't be disconnecting any of this stuff, you know. I feel like I'm not a qualified technician to do this kind of stuff. Okay, but yeah, I'll do it if I have to. So yeah, all attempts have still failed. All right, here's we go. Okay, here we go. It's been about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna plug it in. So the last thing we did was I turned it on. I tried to turn it on, and there was no power. Okay, there's still no power. Okay, now I'm gonna go plug the switch, plug the connector back in. Hopefully there's not a big spark. Oop, there is a spark. Okay, and I'm gonna flip it on. Okay, good. It's got power. Okay. Still says please wait. Okay. Yeah, it still doesn't look good. I think just disconnecting the battery didn't do the trick. Still gonna give me that B40 error. Yep, system fault B40. Okay, well I'll flip the kickstand up and see if it'll run. It's in neutral right now. Let's give that a whirl. Nothing. No power. Okay. Turn the kill switch off. Okay. Nothing. No power. Okay. Not going anywhere. Dead in the water. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna disconnect it and then we'll leave it like that overnight. I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but we'll just take it one step at a time. And then the next step is to actually disconnect the VCU and the BMS from the bike or something. So I think it's a problem with the battery, man. All right, because the BMS should be inside the battery pack. Yeah, there's a BMS and then there's a VCU. I think if the VCU talks to the BMS or something, I don't know, man. That somehow it monitors the battery and all that stuff. But yeah, if you don't got the tools to do it, then you can't do it. All right, here's we go. All right, hey, this is Meg here. I'm still working on the Empulse DT here. So the last thing I did was I disconnected the battery. Okay, there's a battery disconnect and we disconnected it and I left it like that for a while and nothing happened when I plugged it back in. Actually, I didn't. I have to do that again. So let's do that right now, and then I will if it's the same problem, I will plug it back in. I will disconnect it again, and this time we're gonna take the VCU out and the VCU. We're just gonna disconnect the VCU. Okay, that's like kind of the module that talks to the battery and all that stuff. Yeah. So okay, let's go hook it up. I did plug it in last night and it wasn't working still. So all right, I'm gonna go plug in. Okay, it's plugged in. I disconnected it for the whole night. Still, it's saying please wait right now. It doesn't look like it fixed anything, man. Still, please wait. There you go. System fault B40. Not working. Okay, just to double check, I will put the kickstand up. Trying to run the bike, doesn't run. Okay. Okay, that's the final. That's the final thing before we disconnect these boxes from here. Okay, these boxes down here. Whoops. Okay. So we're gonna go disconnect these two boxes here. Okay, and I'm gonna disconnect the power to the bike again, then disconnect these two boxes. And I don't think it's going to make any difference, man. We're cutting power to the bike. It doesn't matter, That's what I'm thinking. But I believe the problem is with the battery itself, okay? And there's nothing I can do about that. It's under warranty. I don't want to touch it if it's still under warranty. So, okay. But there is some good news, okay? Okay. So yeah. So there is some good news. I sent an email to Polaris last week, and then they gave me a website that had a list of like Victory dealers in your area, and I started calling each one, okay? And like I said, I went to Tracy Motorsports yesterday and Arlen Ness, and they wouldn't work on it. And so I just kept on calling. I called one in Vallejo. I called Citrus Heights where I bought it. I didn't get any answer from them. It was just like a answering machine. And then what else? I called. I think I called one in Auburn, that's near Sacramento, and they wouldn't work on it. And then I called Clausen Motorsports in Fresno. Okay, so yeah, I called Clausen Motorsports in Fresno and I asked, hey, do you guys work on Victory Empulse TTs? And they're like, no, we don't sell Victory motorcycles. But hold on, let me go ask, like everybody else says. And then he comes back and he says, yes, we do work on it. Okay, and then I said, like, yeah, there's a problem with the battery and this and that. And like, do you do warranty work? And like, yes, we'll do warranty work. Like, they have to get parts from like Polaris and all that stuff to do that. And so I'm like, and then what was it? So and then I had him double check. Okay, I told him, okay, are you sure you guys work on Victory Empulse TTs? Because it's an electric motorcycle. If the battery doesn't work on it, the whole bike doesn't work. Okay, so I had him double check with whoever he's asking, and he comes back and he says, yes, we can work on it. I'm like, okay, okay. So I made an appointment to bring my bike in, and then they're gonna go take a look at it next week. So I gotta go drive the Impulse 100 miles to Fresno to get it looked at, and I hope they can fix it, man. So that's a long drive, you know, to have to tow the bike is what I'm gonna say. So I'm kind of what the hell, but you know, that's all I can do right now. I'm willing to drive up to like 100 miles to get this bike worked on, okay, or to get, you know, I ultimately in the end I think what's got to happen is, yeah, the battery has to be replaced. I've been having problems with this battery for a while, you know, and if I can get it replaced under warranty, hey, maybe I can get another 8,000 miles out of this bike, okay? But look, honestly, I really don't think there's anything wrong with the battery, but it's just like the BMS. There's something wrong with there's something wrong with a part of the battery, the BMS, okay, the battery management system, okay, because that's obviously that's what the error says it is, okay. But I told him it was a B40 error. I probably should have told him I had a B9 fault also before, so I'll probably tell it when I drop the bike off. Surprise! There's another fault that I had before this one. so yeah, hopefully they can get my bike squared away, or something. We'll figure it out. Hopefully, the story is, what I've heard is like Polaris hasn't been fixing these bikes, and what they've been doing is buying them back from the owners. So that might have to happen. Like honestly, I would like, as long as it drives, as long as I can ride it, I don't care, dude. But you know, if it doesn't work at all, then it's just a 475-pound paperweight, okay? So that's what's going to happen. Next week we're going to go to Clausen Motorsports. I'll probably tow it. I might tow it with the Prius, I think. It's kind of a long drive. And yeah, so, and then we'll see what happens. But for in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the VCU box and whatever, I think this is the AIM module. It's auxiliary input module. Yeah, this is the AIM, and I think this is the VCU, I think, or it's the other way around. I'm not sure, but one of these is the one that talks to the battery. Okay, so I'm thinking, I was told by somebody on the Bramo forum to unplug these. Okay, but I'm not really getting a whole lot of help here, you know. So it's not that easy to work on, and I really don't want to take this battery apart. Okay, because it's under warranty. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the pack, and then unplug these, and then I'll let it sit overnight, and then I'll plug it in again tomorrow. I'll plug everything back in tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens, okay? All right.